Hello everyone, I am Nisha Bandal. Today I am coming with a new video. Before starting the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe the channel. And you can join us with the Telegram, WhatsApp and the Facebook. And this is the continuation video of the last video, which is the diversity of the living organism. In the last video, we see what is the classification, evolution and the diversity of the living organism, and we see in detail the plant kingdom. In this video, we see the animal kingdom in detail. So let's start the video. This is the flowchart of the animal kingdom. Animal kingdom, in this they have the organism are all eukaryotic, multicellular and the heterotrophic. They do not have the cell wall and they are the further classified based on extent and the type of the body design. In this chart, they are the level of the organism. They divide into the two groups. The first is a cellular and the second is a tissue. The cellular is again divided into the porphyria group. In that they absent the epidermis and the gastroderma. In that they subdivided into coledodyta that they have a radial body and the plantothymites that they have a bilateral body or the cellular body and the cellular type have again divided into netamoda which have the pseudocloma. The second group tissue is divided into amphipodia, arthropoda and the molluscs, and they all form in the single cell during a growth of the embryo. And the next subdivided group is Echinodermata and the Chordata. The Echinodermata that the notochorda are absent, and while Chordata notochorda is present. So let's start the video in detail. The first kingdom is a Porphyria. The word Porphyria means organism with the whole. These are non-motile animal attached to some solid support. There are a hole or a pole all over the body. This lead to canal system that help in circulating water throughout the body to bring in a food and oxygen. These animals are covered with a hard outside layer or a skeleton. The body design involves very minimal differentiation and a division into tissue. They are commonly called sponges and are mainly found in marine habitats. An example are cyclone and the spongia. The second kingdom is Colenetra and is also called Synedria. These are animals living in the water. They show more body design differentiated and they have a cavity in the body. One make up a cell on the outside of the body and the other make inner lining of the body. And the example, some species like the conches while the others have a solitary like a span hydra. Example are a jellyfish. The next kingdom is the Palithymelthenes. This body is a bilaterally symmetry, meaning that the left and the right half of the body have the same design. The body of animal in this group is a far more complex than the any two other group which we consider. There are the three layers of the cell from which differentiation tissue can be made, which is why such animals are called the trypoplastic. This allow outside and the inside body lining as well as some organs to be made. Thus there is some degree of a tissue formation. They do they there is no true internal body cavity or a colema in which well developed organ. The body is a flatted dorsoventrally. Dorsoventrally means top to bottom, which is why these animals are called as a flat worm. They are either a free living or a parasitic, and some example are free living animal like the liver flukes. The next group is a Netamoda. The Netamoda body is also bilateral, symmetrical and the trypoplastic. The body is cylindrical rather than the flatted. They are very familiar to a parasitic worm causing a disease such as a elephantiasis or the worm in the intestine, and the example are Ascaris. The next group is Annelida. The Annelida animal are also bilaterally, symmetrically and the trypoplastic, but in addition they have a true body cavity. This allows true organ to be packaged in the body structure. Thus extensive organ differentiation, and this differentiation occur in a segmental fashion. These animals are found in a variety of the habitat, fresh water, marine water as well as the land. And the example are the earthworm and the leeches. The next is the Arthropoda. This is probably the largest group of the animal. These animals are bilaterally, symmetrically and the segmented. There is an open circulatory system and so the blood does not flow the well defined blood vessel and the cloac cavity is a blood filled. They have the joint legs and the word orthopoda meaning a joint leg. And the example are prawns, butterfly, houseflies and the spider. The next is the molasses. The mollusk is in the animal of this group there is a bilateral symmetry. The coelomic cavity is a reduces and there is a little segmentation. They have a open circulatory system and the kidney like a organ for the excretion. There is a foot is used for a moving around and the example are snails and the molasses. The next kingdom is Echinodermata. In the Greek word, econo means hydrogeron and the spiny means mammal and the derma means skin. These are a spiny skin organism. These are exclusively free living marine animal. They also have a peculiar water driven tube system they use for a moving around. An example are the sea water and they have a hard calcium carbonate structure that they use a skeleton. The coming kingdom is Protocrodata. These animals are bilaterally, symmetrically trapezoidal and have a colema. They show a new feature of the body design, namely a notochord. A notochord is a long rod like a supporting structure. Cord is a string that run along with the back of the animal, separating the nervous tissue from the gut. It provides a place for muscles to attach AC of the movement. Protocroda may not have a proper notochord present at all the stage in their lives for the entire length of the animal, and they are the marine animal and the example as Balangulus and the Hermidata. The next is the vertebrata. These animals have a true vertebral column and the internal skeleton. Vertebrates are a bilateral, symmetrical, tripoplastic, closemia and the segmented with a complex differentiation of the body, tissue and the organ. And they have the following features. They have a notochord, have a dorsal nerve cord, are a tripoplastic, have a pair gilled pouches, are a scoliomata, and these are further divided into the 6 classes. This is the flowchart of the classes. The vertebrate is divided into two groups, the Agnatha clock jaw or the Ganothota bear jaw. Agnatha is again divided into the cycloclastomata and the Ganothopha is divided into the two part which is the pieces and the tetramode. So let's start in detail. The first group is the Clysomata. The Clysomata are a jawless vertebrate and they are characterized by having an elongated like the body, and they are the ectoparasite or a boars of the other vertebrate, and the protozoa and the maxims are the example of these classes. The next is a Pisces. These are the fish. They are exclusively active animal. Their skin is a cover with a scale or a plates and the obtain oxygen dissolved in the water by using the gills. The body is a streamlined and a muscular tail used for the movement. They are cold-blooded and their heart have only 2 chambers. They lay the eggs and the example is a dogfish. The next class is the amphibia. These animals differ from the fish in the lack of the scales, in having a mucus gland in the skin and the 3-chamber heart. They lay egg and these animals are found in the both water and the land, and the respiration is through the either gills or the lung, and the example are the frog. The next class is a Reptila. These animals are cold-blooded, have a skull and the breathe through the lungs, while the most of them have a 3-chamber heart and the crocodiles have a 4-chamber heart. They lay the egg with a tough covering and do not need lay their egg in the water. Snake, turtles, lizard and the crocodiles fall in this category. And the last class is the aves. They are the warm-blooded animal and have a 4-chamber heart. They also lay the egg. There is an outside covering of the feather and the 2 more limbs are modified for the flight. they breathe through the lung, and all birds are fall in this category. So this is all about the animal kingdom. Thank you.